Hey everyone! Welcome to the first video of One Willow's YouTube channel. I'm super excited to be sitting here right now. I'm actually in the woods behind my house and just really loving this process already. So I'm really excited that you are interested in this channel and that you're here sitting with me. And really, I'm feeling super grateful for this medium as a way of connecting with more of you. So I had this idea to start a YouTube channel, and it occurred to me probably, I don't know, maybe about a month ago. And you know, it's funny how ideas work. They just kind of like appear out of nowhere. I was like, you know, maybe I should start making videos and putting them online. And I guess in a lot of ways it's not out of nowhere. I've actually been working with the Chestnut School of Herbal Medicine for the past year and helping them develop their distance learning course, which is going to be so fabulous. So I've gotten really comfortable with the filming, the camera aspects, and I'm starting to get more and more comfortable with being in front of the lens as well. So this probably does not come as a surprise to my mom, who literally for years has been like, you know, you should start a YouTube channel. And I remember when she first brought it up, I was like, no way. The idea of being that public totally freaked me out. But you know, the more I get into my own work and the more my work brings me into a greater community of people who are just super passionate about the earth, about exploring consciousness, the more I realize that I'm really just a part of a community, and it's just super fun to connect even more. So what was the tipping point that got me to be like, okay, yes, I'm going to start this now? So I navigate my life by synchronicity. And if you're not familiar with the term synchronicity, synchronicity basically means meaningful coincidence. So this was a term coined by Carl Jung to describe coincidences that he was experiencing and that his patients were experiencing that had a deeper meaning. Now, I feel like this term is outdated in a lot of ways because in my perspective, everything is full of meaning. Everything is important, and everything has its own consciousness. Therefore, if it has its own consciousness, it has its own meaning, right? So there is no coincidence then. Everything has a deeper message and purpose to it. So I navigate my life from this place of synchronicity. I'm constantly looking and open to signs and messages from the world around me. So when this first occurred to me as an idea, I just really sat with it for a little while, and it just kind of became more and more crystallized over time. And I was at the Florida Herbal Conference just a couple weeks ago, and really I was just like sitting with it hard there. I was like, you know, I just really feel like I'm supposed to do this. And it, you know, feels like a really big thing and a new undertaking, but I'm just really starting to feel the resonance that I've got to do it. And I was sitting at the booth, I was vending with my products there, and this incredible woman came in and we just got to talking, and she was asking about my medicine, and I just did what I do, you know, I was just telling stories about it. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. But as we're talking, you know, at one point she stops and she's like, you know, I could just listen to you talk for hours. And then she said something along the lines of, you know, do you have any, you know, recordings of you talking, or do you share this online? And it was as if this light bulb went off. And that's how you know when something is a sign or a synchronicity, because from the outside it might not seem like it was really that important or that novel, but the way in which she said it and the moment in which she said it just gave me this rush of feeling, this pause, this silent voice that was basically saying, listen, this is important, and it's affirmation, and it's a reflection. And so I told her, I said, you know, I've actually been pondering starting a YouTube channel now for like a month, and you have totally just given me the sign that I should do it. And she really was kind of like this little guardian angel that came in and reflected so much back to me in that moment. And so I'm here because of that. And I've learned in my life to never say no to synchronicity, to always say yes and more yes. And so here I am. I've started this One Willow YouTube channel, and I'm really excited to just see how it develops and be able to share more with my community about, you know, the concepts or the ideas or the passions that are really tickling my fancy. So welcome, and I'm so excited to be here with you.